As again, so we actually see. Thank you.
Yeah. So as you can see, it is actually going to be, it has been given a date. So there's going to be a jury. Chekesha. There is going to be a jury on the September. So I was explaining what this probably means, but Lady Jacqueline, when I reached this point, I was a bit confused about this change of plea, because I know for a fact that a change of plea simply means when the defendant has been taken back to court on another hearing, and now they want to tell the judge that they are admitting to the charges. At this point, I was not so sure who is the plaintiff, what are the charges, and from what thing is Samir going to admit tomorrow. He is going to have a change of plea tomorrow, so whatever that means is that he's going to plead from I'm not guilty to I am guilty. He's going to accept that he's guilty. That will happen tomorrow at 12. And probably that is why Samir Akotumbo Joto, pray for him. He's still our Kenyan brother. Pray for him. So once I got this information, I was not so sure about the plaintiff, and I was not so sure about the charges. But Lady Prosecutor, once I had this case number, I wrote it down, and now I came back here where I can search with the case number to be able to get the details of the case. So we are going to do that together. The case number is 41. I hope my camera is not playing tricks.
No. It's very clear, Your Honor, because that was the other source of confusion.
Yes.
You know, there were again, Diana Okello insisted that there is absolutely no way Nancy, what's her name, Nancy herself could have actually reported Captain Samir while in Kenya. Your Honor, take the mic.
That too turned out to be a misinformation. Kindly, the TikTok High Court of Kenya is a place where you can walk into the courtroom and verify any legal matter where you're not so sure about. That would be another lie, Lady Prosecutor, Lady Jacqueline, because you can actually see that we are looking for the plaintiff, and the two women, even though they did something good for the Republic of TikTok, they were hiding information. But we are going to get to that part because now we have the case number. So I'm going to be putting in the case number, and so that all of us will see the charges and we will get to know who is suing Samir in America. So again, I'm going to, Madam Prosecutor, would you note it down?
Yes, Your Honor.
Number.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have to type it, yeah? So let me read it out to you, and then you write it down, then you will read it back to me. So the case, you have the case number, right?
I do, Your Honor. I do have it.
Please read it out for me.
So the case number is 41. Okay.
41.
41.
41.
Yes, letter C, R.
In capital, right?
Yeah, capital. C-R-I.
Yes.
C-R-I. And then number 25.
Number 25.
Dash.
000
000 818.
818.
Yes, Your Honor. That's the case number.
All right. So we have the case number there. I'm going to submit once more. And the case is now showing to us that the defendant, I'm going to open it, but as we can see, It is showing Osoro Samir Mogire, who is the defendant, born in 1993, and it is versus the state of South Dakota. I'll be explaining that shortly.
Your Honor, before you proceed, there is, I think, a recording somewhere where somebody alleged that it was indeed the wife of the plaintiff who had actually taken him to court. So there you've said it is the state of Dakota.
You can see it is written clearly when we were seeing the Osoro Mogire, it
Yes.
showed defendant, right?
Yes.
But now we are seeing the state of
South Dakota.
as the plaintiff.
Plaintiff.
Okay?
Okay,
So
yes.
we have gotten the plaintiff. We do not need Mitotos or Mtaratara or Diana Rose to tell us.
Okay. There you go. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Let me mute.
We have to also see the charges. As you can see, the charges are here. So we are going to click on the charges to understand really what is being charged about. So the charges are written here, and it is alleged. I can read out the charges. Hold on, let me click the charges. And the charges have opened. So it is use camcorder or camera secretly record body of persons, misdemeanor class 1. Are we all together? It's a misdemeanor.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, we are together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lady Prosecutor. Sorry to cut you off. So what this simply means is that the state of Dakota, hey, the lawyer in me is about to come out. The state of Dakota.
We have two states of Dakota, Your Honor. We have the state of North Dakota, and we have the state of South Dakota. So I think this is South Dakota.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, take the mic.
I'm so sorry. The lawyer in me wants to come out, but I'm going to keep it very demure. So
Arrest the lawyer in you. Arrest it, Your Honor. Arrest it. Thank you.
All right. Judge Auka is here. Judge, welcome. So it is the state of Dakota. That is better. Thank you for saving my life, Judge Auka. It is the state of South Dakota who are the plaintiff. And I know most of you will be asking, what is it about Nancy? Now, Diana Rose alleged it was the baby mama. Mitotos and Mtaratara alleged it was Nancy. One of these two people is saying the truth, okay? And I will go back to where I told you, the MLAT. So when you talk about the MLAT, if you're familiar about the MLAT, for those who don't understand the name MLAT, it simply means Mutual Legal Assistance Treaties, okay? Now, when the individual mentioned in this court who has nothing to do with the case, but she is very busy, said Nancy cannot be the plaintiff because she is not a taxpayer in the USA. That was another show of academic dwarfism. Under the Mutual Legal Assistance.
Your Honor, take us slowly. Like, kill us with the knowledge there, Your Honor. Kill us with English, knowledge, anything, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. So the MLAT, the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaties, allows some agreement between USA and other countries. This one now we are focusing on USA and Kenya, you understand? And to investigate criminal cases, and as well, it can also agree that Nancy right now should be making her way to USA to stand against Samir. So this is possible whether Nancy resides currently in Kenya, but once the MLAT finalizes the investigation and the criminal whatever assistance between the USA, where the defendant lives, and Kenya, where the plaintiff should be, Nancy will be making her way to USA for this case. And that is an opportunity that God also brought to her when we were busy last week. And so the MLAT allows us who are not in America to enjoy the taxpayers' money right in front of your naked eyes. It is possible. That was also another misleading.
Yes, Your Honor. We were addressed severely, ruthlessly. We who are not residents of the United States of America, we were told that we ought to tell Nancy that America, she can never and will not, in this case cannot, take her to the United States. Thank you for making that clarity. Indeed, American taxpayer money inatulisha hata hapa Kenya. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jehovah. I will mute, Your Honor.
Lady Prosecutor, I see the way you are enjoying the juice in this court case, and it's admirable. But we continue forward with this case. Guys, take note that Nancy, if I should predict legally, she will be making her way to USA. And so for now, the state of South Dakota is standing in for her. But she, along this case, will go there. And that will happen whether Diana Ross likes it or not. Now we go to the charges. This is where I had a problem with Mitotos and Mtaratara. To me, they are women of brains. They are women of they are A students. I was expecting them to do better. But Lady Prosecutor, in as much as we are appreciating them, I think that they ran helter-skelter to cook some things, and it badly affected, because we can see the first charges, if you have the recording of the first charges, and the now...
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I noticed that they are different. The first charges was different, where the $200 was awarded as a bail, or was it like a fine? And then this time around, it is the use of camcorder/camera to secretly record body of persons. Misdemeanor class 1. What does that class 1 mean? Madam Lady Prosecutor, you want to say something before I go to explaining what that means?
No, Your Honor, you can go ahead and explain. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much, Lady Prosecutor. So a misdemeanor class 1, under the United, we might not have traveled, but we have common laws, and that should be well known to people who are learned like me and the Lady Prosecutor. So who has traveled? I have not traveled to USA, okay? But misdemeanor class 1 simply means it is a type of a serious misdemeanor, but the penalty, and this is where maybe some of you will be shocked, the penalty of a misdemeanor of class 1 is a 1-year jail term or a fine of $2,000. And in some cases, both penalties might be administered. So I'm so sorry when I had Madam Diana Ross saying she would wish for Samir to rot in jail. But on this case, if that case is misdemeanor class 1, that will also not be happening because Samir is going to pay $2,000 or he's going to get a jail term, which is, to me, it's likely impossible. I feel that the $2,000 fine will be administered, or he might be given both, okay? So we are waiting. I'm only predicting under the law, the penalty. And in another.
So in other words, Your Honor, Samir will not be rotting in jail?
Not at all.
So the U.S. government has failed to use their mechanisms to deliver a well-deserved revenge upon this man, Samir, who terrorized Madam Diana Okello through text messages, through abuses. So what will be of, anyway, Judge, continue. Thank you.
Lady Prosecutor, I like the way you are enjoying this, and I would like you to notice that the jury is complaining the sticker is right in my eyes, on my eyes, yeah? Maybe you can move it a little bit. The jury, is that sticker now okay? So let me make it more juicy for Madam Lady Prosecutor to enjoy it even more. Misdemeanor class 1 will attract a fine of $2,000. At this case, I honestly think that would be what will happen. And if he's unlucky...
Is there a possibility that it would even be less than $2,000, Your Honor?
Well, I wouldn't answer that now because we have not seen the evidence that was found on his phone, because I know definitely his phone was taken into custody and forensic data analysis was done. Now, that is where we have a problem. If Samir's phone was taken the way I'm predicting, and the forensic data analysis was done, and Samir's phone had the NOPO, I don't want to use the other word, the NOPO of more than a few ladies, like we can say on TikTok, yeah? Each picture, each NOPO will be charged under individual misdemeanor. And if there are many, if the jury feels and the judge feels that there are many, then they will be compressed together into a felony. Once this misdemeanor class 1 is changed into a felony, now what Samir is going to be facing is a 1-year jail term, a $2,000 fine for each of the misdemeanor. So you see, if there are 10, we are talking of each having that same penalty. But most importantly, he will now have a criminal record in the United States of America, if the misdemeanor should be compressed to a felony. For now, it is not a felony. It is not a felony. But we don't know about the evidence that will be submitted against him. We are going to be following. I'll predict that later. But once it is just one NOPO and it is a misdemeanor, he's going to get a fine. He's going to get a fine, yeah? He's going to get a fine of $2,000, and he will not have a criminal record like the way Diana Rose is expecting for him to now have a criminal record. No, the misdemeanor will be dismissed from the background, and Samir will return to a normal life, including he will have a choice to marry any woman like Hadassah in whatever decent manner he wants to showcase, or even become a decent societal reformed man. So you see, there is a conflict of interest there, Lady Prosecutor.
Yes,
should misdemeanors be many? Should the things found on his phone be many? I think that is why Samir is fearing, yeah? Should they be many, this will be compressed into a class 6 felony. And a class 6 felony will attract that criminal record. And we all know a criminal record in the United States is,
it's bad news. Yeah.
So that should be the right prediction of this case for now. And the members of the jury can come up, ask questions, we can answer, give out the opinions. But I'm actually, with the power vested on me by the prosecution office of Lady Jacqueline on this TikTok High Court of Kenya, I rule out and I delete the information that Diana Rose gave to us on TikTok.
Thank you. Thank you.